morning. Welcome to San Juan. This is actually our third trip here. But the other thing we're gonna do is we're gonna go to Barashina's when it opens later on, which is the home of the original Pina Colada. I'll post a picture of it later on or some video so you can see it. It is delicious. The food is great too. But you do want to get there if possible about the time they open, because that line to get in there does fill up fast. We've had a pretty good time so far on the cruise. We'll have our overall thoughts of Norwegian and the Norwegian joy at the end. But last night was the awesome 80s dance party, which you would have seen some videos in the previous day video. We've got tomorrow's a sea day, and then we'll be in Great Stirrup Cay on Thursday, and then back to Port Canaveral on Friday, where at that point we'll switch over to Universal mode for a few days. People are already getting off the ship. We got in about 7 o'clock this morning. All aboard's back at 2:30, so it's an early day. If you'd like to come to San Juan or any of these places that we are visiting, send us a message on Facebook. Go to traubtravels.com. Also make sure to like, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you can keep up with our travels. Again, we do have a group cruise coming up in November on the Rio Princess. We still have group space available for that. We'd love to have you join us. Reach out and we can get you a quote. We're now off the ship. We're parked next to the Celebrity Apex. She came in after us, so kind of held up getting off the ship a little bit. But we are now in San Juan. We're getting ready to head over to Barashina's to get there when they open. Hi, honey. I know you're enjoying this weather.
Yes.
So, Barashina's is the birthplace of the Pina Colada. As you can see, it is a good size. Lorraine loves her Pina Coladas. She doesn't like getting caught in the rain, though. Ethan, you go try yours? What'd you think?
Not bad.
So they have the bar seating area. If you just want to come in to get a drink, they only let so many people in. It's not real big. There is an inside area with more bar. And the line, we got here about 20 till, and the line was already getting started. So you want to get here early, like when they'll be here before they open, especially if you're on a cruise ship, because you only have so much time. Like today, we have to be back aboard at 2:30. So I'll show you the food here in a little bit when it gets here. So there is the calamari with a coconut breading. That's what Doreen chose to eat. I've got mofongo coming, which is a Puerto Rican dish that I've never had before. What do you think?
It tastes really good.
That's great. So I showed the mofongo and Ethan's house salad here in just a little bit once we get it. And here is my combination mofongo. It's got shrimp, chicken, and beef in it. And it is really tasty so far. It's in a plantain. As you can see there. Or they may use the potato, I can't tell. But so far it tastes really good. It was $22 for that. And that is Ethan's salad there. It's a pretty good sized salad even for one person. So you could share that with someone if you wanted. We're trying to get ranch dressing, so make sure you're specific if you want ranch.
Because it's not easy.
Chinese steakhouse. Time for the glow party.
biggest party on the high seas. Leading the plate tonight, we have DJ Chris. Everybody put those hands up, pump it up, everybody. Let's go, everybody. When the beat drops, we're gonna go crazy. Are you ready? 1, 2, 3, go. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. We got some toasting for you folks. Come on. Let's rock this shit. Jump, 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 jump. We see you next 17. Let's go.
But I just gotta know one thing. Are you ready?
Get ready, everybody.
No, I said, are you ready?
Pump it up, everybody. Come on, party people. Let's go. Hands up, hands up, hands up, hands up. Everybody come forward, come forward. Come forward. Party people, let's go crazy. Clap those hands to the beat, everybody. Come on, put those hands together. Let's go. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Get ready, everybody. Let's do this all together. Let's go, Norwegian Joy. You're still on vacation, baby! Get ready, get ready. DJ, hit the beat. In 3, 2, 1, go! Jump, jump, jump. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Wave it green in the air. Hey, hey, hey.
Good morning. Today is our second sea day. We're making our way back towards Port Canaveral, but we'll be in Great Stirrup Key tomorrow. But this is our view this morning on this beautiful sea day. It's probably about 75 or so out here. We're gonna try getting our ship tour done today, or at least part of it, so you can see around the Norwegian Joy. Just beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Especially on days like this. Remember, if you'd like to see views like this, reach out to Drain or I at traubtravels.com. You can message us on Facebook or text call 931-305-2919. We'll be happy to help you get booked on a beautiful cruise like this. Also, make sure to like, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you can keep up with our travels. And if you'd like to join us on a future cruise, we have another group cruise coming up in November aboard the Regal Princess. November 8th through the 13th out of Fort Lauderdale, going to Celebration Key, Grand Turks, and Nassau. We'd love to take you with us. Reach out. So what do you think so far? Overall, ship, cruise?
Overall, Norwegian is nice. I like it. It's different than what we're used to. For a relaxing cruise, it's nice, which is what I like. I know you don't. So, I know that we have to keep that in mind. There's not as much to do for you on Norwegian, so we have to take that into account. There are things that I think that they could do better. I think that if we could get Carnival and Norwegian to collaborate, and they could probably make one great cruise line. So that's my thought on it. But I like it. So there are just some things that I would say that they could do better on.
All the waves, and it's getting a little hazy. It's supposed to rain tomorrow. So hopefully we get to go to Great Stirrup Key still. It's going to be hard to tell with the weather. Doreen wanted to come out here. And there's the lovely Doreen enjoying the waves. Just miles and miles of ocean. You see seagulls out. The water is just blue. We're from Western Kentucky, and all we have is a few lakes, and they're not blue at all. And most of them are brown or green. But it really is beautiful out. Again, if you'd like to have views like this, contact us at traubtravels.com. Text or call 931-305-2919. Or send us a message on Facebook at Traub Travels, and we'll be happy to get you booked on a cruise. We also do Disney, Universal, all-inclusives, custom trips, custom vacations. Just let us know what you're looking for, and we'll see what we can do for you. Like, subscribe, hit the notification bell to keep up with our travels. Our next big adventure after we get back from here will be Universal for 3 days before we return back to Western Kentucky. And then we'll have another group cruise with our host agency in November, the 8th to the 13th, going out of Fort Lauderdale on the Regal Princess, which will be our first time on Regal, or on Princess at all, excuse me. And we'll be going to Celebration Key, Grand Turks, and Nassau. We'd love to have you join us. There's still plenty of group space available. Reach out to us and we'll get you a quote. We have interior rooms, balconies, and suites available.
And turn. Shoulder, sit. Sit. Put it straight. And turn. Shoulder. Sit. Danza Kuduro. Get ready. Volume up. Get ready, vibe to the music. And hands up. And Macarena. And turn. And shake it. Salsa. Get twist. And shake it. Up. And Macarena. Kick. And turn. And shake it. Salsa. And twist. And shake it. 1, 2, 3, clap. Clap. Good vibes only. Hands up. And Macarena. And turn. And shake it. Salsa. And hip twist. And shake it. 1, 2, 3, clap. Right? And to the left. Get ready for the roll. Wait. Turn. Roll it. Wait. Roll it. Initial position. And hands up. And Macarena. And turn. And shake it. Salsa. Then twist. And shake it. Up. Macarena. Kick. And turn. And shake it. Salsa. Then twist. How is everyone doing? 1, 2, 3.
So there is Great Stirrup Key. Unfortunately, due to the weather, we are not going to get to go and stop there. It's just too dangerous. We were afraid of that. As you can see, they're still working on the pier out there. They did open one dock, but they may have to close it again due to the storms a few months ago. Here's the lighthouse. And then right off of there is Perfect Day at Coco Cay, which is Royal's private island. So unfortunately we will have a day at sea. It's chilly, so we'll probably be indoors most of the time.
Tomorrow, if you reach your home, don't forget the online survey in your email. Please answer it. The people working behind the scenes, the people working in front of the house, please answer the online survey. I know the most memorable is the washing guy, okay? Never forget, but remember my name. My name is Rowan. Washing man. Thank you everyone for choosing.
So we're on our way back to Port Canaveral now. We got one last night. We'll be back in tomorrow. And we looked at Cruise Mapper and found out right off of our bow is the Carnival Sunshine. So if you followed our adventures, you'll know that was the first ship Doreen and I went on in January of 2023. She is our favorite ship by far. There she is, Carnival Sunshine. We haven't gotten to see her since January when we were on her. We've got clients that have been on her. Piano players up there in the atrium sometimes too. Piano. Good morning. It is 6:54 Florida time. We are back in Port Canaveral, so our cruise has come to an end. Over next to us is Adventure of the Sea, Utopia, Disney Wish, and I think Disney Fantasy are all in port with us. They'll be all leaving today, so we'll probably get some view of them on the other side as we're getting off the ship. But that is our trip on the Norwegian Joy. Our next stop is Universal Studios, Florida. We'll be there for the next 3 days, so we'll show you around a little bit there. All right, so we are finally wrapping up our series from our first group cruise on Norwegian. We've missed some days in there, so we're going to go back and wrap them up, and then we'll give you our overall impression of Norwegian Joy. So we went to, on St. Patrick's Day, we went to San Juan was our port that day. We've been several times, so it wasn't a lot for us to do. After you've been a couple times, especially if you're going with the ship's excursions, there's not a lot to go see at all. You can walk around, get you off the ship if you want. There's a Walgreens right there off the port. So if you need to stock up on things, like I had to get a new razor, and I forget what else we had to get.
We always need something from Walgreens when we're there, so if that tells you anything.
We did go to Barashina's. That is probably one of the best places to go, especially if you like pina coladas. That is the birthplace, or one of two that they say is the birthplace of the pina colada. You need to get there early. Hopefully your ship is one of the ones that get there before it opens at, I believe, 11.
Yes, 11 o'clock.
Because the line goes down the street very quickly, especially if there's more than one ship in port. We got there and we waited probably, 15, 20 minutes? Because they hadn't opened yet.
Right, we got there early, but we knew that we needed to, so.
Yeah. They do not water it down. It's like in a slushy machine, straight pina colada mix.
Yes.
We did have lunch. We'd planned on doing that. So we started with the calamari, which is really good. It's got a coconut breading to it. We got that as an appetizer for all three of us. And then Doreen, that's what she wanted to eat, was just the calamari. So she got her own.
Yes.
I had a combination. So it had shrimp, beef, and chicken, excuse me. Mofongo, which is a Puerto Rican dish, had never had it before, so it actually was pretty good. Did you try a bite of it? I can't remember. What did you think?
It was okay. I mean,
not your thing, though.
No, more your thing.
And Ethan just got himself a salad. That's all he wanted. So, and then we each had a pina colada. You can go there and just get a pina colada. They have a line that goes to the bar or to go, but it tends to be long too. It just doesn't take as long because you get to drink and you go.
Right.
So you're better off if you're going to eat, to get there as soon as it opens.
Doesn't matter if you're going to eat or just get the drink at the bar. You're better off to get there as soon as they open, if you don't want to stand there for a long time.
Yeah, and it's just a couple blocks over, so you can walk. You can take a taxi if you want to. After we got done there, we went up the street to the Drunken Cookie.
Yes. because Ethan had not been there. So this was Ethan's first trip to San Juan. So we kind of took him to the places that we'd been that he hadn't been to. So we went to Bereshina's first, and then we went to the Drunken Cookie and got him a cookie. And
And just we found out, we didn't realize it when we heard the name until we got over there. Even though it's called the Drunken Cookie, it's not. There's not alcohol in the cookie itself. You get a cookie, but you also get a choice, your choice of a shot to go with it.
Ethan gave us his shot. He didn't want his shot. So, but he probably would have eaten our cookie. So, you know.
Yeah, we had to watch that. If we left it laying around too long, Ethan thought it was his.
Yes. So
when we got done there, like I said, we did go to Walgreens, pick up some stuff that we missed before getting back on the or that we were out of before we got on the ship.
Mm-hmm.
And
when we got back on the ship, then we went and Ken and I went and got in the hot tub. Ethan went and took a nap, but we went and got in the hot tub.
Oh yeah, up on the Spice H2O.
Yes.
That is adults only most of the day, except for sometimes they'll have parties in the evening that anyone can get to. But for the most part, it is a adults only area. I did show the video on the ship tour of it. It is a pretty good size. I think it's like 30-something people can get in that hot tub.
Yes, it's really big.
And it didn't get very crowded at all. So if you're 18 plus, that is highly recommended. You don't have to fight the kids to get in there.
Yeah, it was nice.
So that after that, we did go to dinner.
Mm-hmm.
Was that the night that you and I went to Ocean Blue?
It may have been.
I
think so. It was because that was the night. No, that wasn't.
No, we went to the steakhouse that night.
Yes, we went to the steakhouse that night. That was St. Patrick's Day.
Yeah. So like I said, it's been a couple weeks. Well, it's been about a month since we got back, so we're behind on this wrap up and trying to remember everything.
Yes.
So we did go to the steakhouse, but the portion size was great. It is one of the specialty dining, but if you have the free at sea or more at sea, depending on when you booked, it is one of the ones you can use your dining credit for.
Yes.
To go to.
And I will say, if they don't get your steak right, they will take it back multiple times to get it right, because they did take mine back. Actually, they took it back twice.
Yeah.
Because
she doesn't like it mooing still, and it was still mooing.
No, I don't like mine to be pink, like really pink. I don't mind a little pink, but it was too pink, and they took it back twice and cooked it more. So. And
then still came back to double check with her to make sure that it was right.
Yes, there was a manager that came back and double checked with me twice. So they were really good with that.
Yeah. If you don't have the more at sea or free at sea package, or you've already used it, because there were other venues such as Ocean Blue, Teppanyaki, then I believe it was a $60 cover charge.
Yes.
Plus 18% gratuity on there. If you use your dining credit, you don't. The gratuity is already included, but you can tip additional on there. After that night was the glow party. We, as you probably have seen some of our other videos, are very familiar with Carnival. This was our first time on Norwegian, so we were thinking the glow party was going to be similar to the Rock and Glow on Carnival. It is not. It is more, they do black lights, so they'll paint right before it. They'll have some of their staff that are painting things. You'll have seen a picture in there prior to this of me with my little flower on my cheek in the black light there.
Yes.
But it is more like a rave. There's no real dance music as far as lyric music, like we were hoping. It was more just beats, the instrumental beats, dancing to that, just similar to a rave that you'd have out in a field or like a cornfield type thing. So that's what the glow party. There was lots of people out there. They enjoyed it, but it was just, for us, it was just too loud, and without really context, we just didn't feel like we quite fit in there. So we went on over. We had also received an invitation to Stormbringers, which we'd gone. You saw the video from Sunday night. Had gone to see them for a little bit and went to see them again A lot more people were there for that one. They're 80s cover band from Florida, and they did really well. We enjoyed it. We stayed there until it ended at midnight. So that was St. Patrick's Day in San Juan. The next day was our scheduled second C Day. I'll get to why I said scheduled here in a minute. But I used that second C Day to do the ship tour, which is in another video. I'll have it linked at the end of this video. Doreen enjoyed it because it was she used it as a relaxing day.
I did.
She got to sit out on our balcony. She got to read.
Yes.
Ethan slept most of the day, I think.
He did. While I was reading, he was sleeping, so.
Yeah, Doreen doesn't usually get to do that. She's trying to keep up with me most of the time, and I'm usually, as you've seen, all over the ship.
Yes.
So, that gave her a chance to just chill out. She needed the relaxation. That night was the Bring Back the 90s, one of 3 shows. They did 2 on that night and 1 the next night.
Yes. But before that, we went to Ocean Blue for dinner. Yeah,
that was the night we went to Ocean View, which is the seafood restaurant. It was good. It was a lot of food, but as we've talked about before, Doreen and I both had sleeve surgery and take Manjaro, and we did the fisherman's platter. Both of us did with the fried fish, calamari, and something else was on there. What was
shrimp?
Yeah, and it was just too heavy for us because of the being fried. We would probably, if we go back, or when we go back, we'll probably do the grill to try it differently, or another option on there. But it was heavy. We did eat it. We took most of it back to our room. They let us take that back, and Ethan ate on it some later on, and we ate on it some. But it was definitely very heavy to try to do all at once.
Yes.
And then, like I said, we did go back to Bring Back the 90s. That was probably other than the Beatles show, was probably our favorite show on the ship.
Yes, it was. Definitely. That was a good one.
Yeah, that was another one you couldn't record. One of 2 shows that you were not allowed to record at all. That one and the Wild Card show. We didn't like the Wild Card, as mentioned before, as much because it was a lot of the music we didn't know.
Yeah.
And it was kind of all over the place. There was no real story to it that you could really follow, at least that we couldn't. Bring Back the 90s was more of the 90s music that you're used to, referencing Nintendo and Super Nintendo and Beanie Babies.
Yeah, it was all kinds
If it was in the 90s, they mentioned it at some point in the storyline. So
that one was fun.
We really enjoyed that one. And then that night was the 90s dance party out on the Lido deck there by the pool and the large screen. They did very similar to the 80s party where they did the music videos up there. So we really enjoyed that. And that after that, just like most of our nights, it was about 11 or so. So we went and got something to eat at the local, which again is the only place that's open 24/7. Pub food type stuff again there, burgers, wings, pretzel bites. I know I've mentioned it a couple times, but that's where we're going to go to get something to eat at night if you're hungry. And that finished that sea day. So the next day, we were supposed to be going to Great Stirrup Cay, which is Norwegian's private island. We upgraded to the Free at Sea Plus package, particularly for that to begin with, so that you could have the drink package there. They did, on the plus side, did backtrack and reverse that decision. So the drink package, if you have it, is included on the island now. Currently, as of April, it's still included. That may change at some point. But the problem is leaving out of San Juan, and I'm beginning to see a pattern as I think about it. I didn't think about this as we were talking, but when we went out of San Juan for New Year's Eve, it rained that night. It stormed, actually. We left out of San Juan, and that evening from this cruise, it stormed. Unfortunately, due to that made the waves rough, and the weather was still great. That during the day was beautiful out still, but it made it too dangerous for them to tender or to dock, even if the dock had been open. They're still working on that after the storms in February to get it to where they can have 2 ships there. So we ended up with another sea day instead of getting to go to Great Stirrup Cay. So we were very disappointed in that, because we were looking forward to seeing that private island. Gives us a reason to go back on Norwegian again to try it.
Yes.
Especially after this summer, because there's so much that they're opening up there. There's a heated pool. There's a water park that's coming with slides and all. It's supposed to be open right now. They're saying the end, sometime during the summer, towards the end of the summer this year, 2026. So, we'll look forward to going back and seeing that. So they did have a backup schedule of events for things that you can do on the ship. One of those they'd done earlier in the week a couple times, and we didn't get to go to it, but I got excited. They had a detective murder mystery that they did up in the Manhattan room, which is one of the dining rooms. You can register, and I do recommend you go to what they call the ticket office to schedule, which
Box office.
Or the box office, which is usually down in the nightclub area on 6. It's right across from Teppanyaki is when they have that open to schedule it. But they do have spots, if you don't get a reservation, to be able to just walk up and you'll just join a table that may have 2 people. So we had 2 other people at the table with us. We did the murder mystery. Unfortunately, we didn't solve it. We chose the wrong person in the end, but it was fun to do. It was about 45 minutes, I think.
Something like that. 45 minutes to an hour.
So kind of like doing an escape game. They gave you all the paperwork with the clues, and once they told you can open it, then you started going through everything and trying to solve it. And then they did it by not the actual ending wasn't by vote, but they did vote to see who they thought of the different potential suspects that the tables thought it was, and then they revealed who it actually was. So there was, I think, 2 tables that actually got it right. After that, again, we kind of relaxed a little bit. That was also our last day at sea, regardless if it had been port day or not. So we did end up back at the room packing to get off the ship. Luckily, this time wasn't as bad. Always sad to get off the ship, but as you will have seen in our video series from this, we took advantage of the trip, and being in Orlando, we went to Universal after we got off the ship for 3 days. So I knew I wasn't going home, so I wasn't as sad.
He's usually awful the last day on the cruise ship.
It's sad. You got to go home to doing your own laundry and making your own food and your own drinks and paying for your drinks.
Yep.
But we went that evening to the atrium. They had Wheel of Fortune, so we wanted to make sure we got a good seat. So we got there early. They had one of the piano players out there, so we listened to him for a little bit. They also did, and we can't remember the name of it. I have a little short video. I couldn't do a whole lot because of the nature of it.
Sum it up inside there, across the bridge, 4 times.
They have 2 adult games that they do on the ship. One of them is kind of like the newlywed game or the not so newlywed game that Carnival has. Or actually, I don't know. Norwegian calls it the not so newlywed. Carnival calls it the newlywed game. Or no, Love and Marriage Show. That's it. Love and Marriage Show. We'll get it together.
Maybe that's what it's called, the not so newlywed game.
This
one.
No, that one wasn't. That was the other one.
Okay.
But this one was kind of, if you've ever seen Quest on Carnival, which I'll leave it at that because it's one of those rules of Quest, you don't talk about Quest. Kind of along that idea. It was adult married couples, and they had tasks that they had to do up there, which it was quite humorous.
Yes, it was very funny.
But we couldn't record a whole lot because it would not be allowed on YouTube.
Yeah. I think that was probably the funniest thing all week.
Yeah.
So
even Ethan laughed at that one.
Yeah.
And then after that was was Wheel of Fortune, which I got a lot better this time. They did Wheel of Fortune this was a third time, so they added that because we didn't have Great Stirrup Key. We went to it one of the other times, but this time I was actually fast enough. I was in the top 10 and won a light up glass that has LED on the bottom. So Dwayne's already confiscated that from me.
I like that glass.
And then, like I said, we packed and went to the local for dinner and headed to bed because we knew that next morning we'd be back in port and had to get moving to, after we got off the ship, to go get our car and head to Universal to check in. So that was our third sea day that was originally not supposed to be a sea day.
Yep.
But after that, overall, again, this was our first time on Norwegian. It was quite interesting because it was a group cruise. We had 5 other cabins with us in addition to ours that we met up with during the week, as you've seen in some of the other videos. Had teppanyaki. Learned a lot going forward for when we do another group cruise.
Yes.
But it was fun and getting to meet people and having them tag along with us on our adventure.
And they gave us some great ideas.
Or take that into consideration.
Yes.
On planning some of our future group cruises. I'll mention something about that at the end of this, just so you're aware of that, to watch to the end. So what did you think of Norwegian overall?
I liked it. I know that it didn't have as many things for you and Ethan to keep you busy as you would like. But I liked it because it was the relaxing thing that I needed. I didn't feel like I had to run constantly to do something all the time. I felt like I could sit and relax and read my book, or just look out at the water and drink my drink, or if I wanted to go do something, there was always something to do.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't necessarily see it on my phone, but if we walked around the ship, we could find it. So I liked it. Now,
I mean, it was all right. It was definitely different. It's a different clientele than Carnival. Carnival is known as a party ship, and there's reasons for that.
yes.
Norwegian is a little more upscale, which is good. You get that upscale. We were actually kind of surprised with that because even with the overall atmosphere of it, things like the buffet was a step above Carnival.
Yes.
We actually liked the buffet better than the main dining rooms. Now, the main dining rooms weren't bad. Don't take it that way. It just, the buffet had more options to it.
Yes.
And we enjoyed that more. We had lunch there a couple times, breakfast there a lot, even on port days.
Yeah. And I will add that I do not like the buffet on Carnival. I will eat it if I need to, because there's not time to go do something else. But I don't like it.
Mm-hmm.
And I did like the buffet on Norwegian. So
that do try the main dining rooms. They don't have the shows like the waiters and stuff like on Carnival, but the food is good if you want that casual sit down meal. Buffet is, of course, much quicker, and they had different sections, so it wasn't just like all one meal type thing. They had Mexican in some places. They had pasta, hamburgers. So you had selection out there, and it wasn't like packed, so you could get around real easy in those different sections. So they do have free at C Plus now, which we do highly recommend. Like I said earlier, we did end up upgrading to that originally because of wanting the drink package on Great Stirrup Keys. So keep that in mind. That could change at a later time. But the real added benefit, even if you aren't a drinker, is Starbucks is included on there. So if you're a Starbucks, that's unlimited Starbucks, one drink at a time, but it is unlimited.
yes.
Which Drain loved that. So did Ethan. They're both big coffee drinkers.
Yes.
They also include the top shelf. So instead of just the regular alcohol, you get the top shelf included with that. The Wi-Fi is unlimited versus the 150 minutes that
Yes.
come with the basic free at sea. Bottled water and your prepaid gratuities are also included. So it is quite an added benefit on there. As of right now, it's $49.99 per person per day extra on there above the free at sea. So you do have to purchase the free at sea, but then you upgrade it for the additional cost on there. So definitely worth it, especially if you're a Starbucks drinker and you need the Wi-Fi, because that 150 minutes goes fast.
It does. And I mean, I know it was 3 adults with us, and for 3 adults, the Wi-Fi, when we went on Carnival last year, the 3 of us together, we were fighting for the Wi-Fi the whole time. Like, we were all changing it constantly. So this was so much better to have all of us have our own Wi-Fi and not have to fight over it. And it was unlimited. We didn't have to worry about that. That was really worth it there, and then to have the coffee for me and Ethan on top of it was, that was good too.
So overall, again, much more relaxed atmosphere, a difference between Carnival and Norwegian. Lots of dining options. You have 3 different main dining rooms on Norwegian Joy, which is, again, the ship we were on. There was the local, the American Diner, the buffet. They had teppanyaki, Ocean Blue, Le Bistro, Cagney's, Cucina, which is the Italian restaurant. So there was like 6, and Food Republic, which is kind of an Asian flair type. So that was the only disappointing part Doreen had about that. We both like sushi, and usually we'll go get sushi one time during the week, but you can't get a la carte sushi on Norwegian Joy. You do have to use your dining credit or pay the upcharge for a full meal at Food Republic. Q's Barbecue Steakhouse.
Yes.
Or barbecue, not steakhouse, barbecue shack.
Yeah. That one was like down on the
Deck 6.
Deck 6, like back in the front. Was it in the front or the back? I can't remember. It was.
No, it's in the back. It's in
okay. So, but it was like it was off to itself back there. It was tucked away, and you didn't remember it was there.
Yeah, the music that they would have during performances was usually country music based.
Yes. I liked that.
Yeah, we did go do that one night. I talked about that a little bit on one of our videos. And you can go in there even if you're not eating, and you can go up to the bar that's in there and sit and listen to music if you wanted to.
Yeah, and that was nice. That's what we did. So, but.
So again, overall, very different atmosphere between the 2 ships, or cruise lines, excuse me. Drain put it during when we were talking, if we could take the dining on Norwegian and the entertainment on Carnival, put it together, you would have probably a perfect cruise line.
Yeah, I mean, there was other things too, but like that, if we could just do the good things about Norwegian and the good things about Carnival and put them together, that would be awesome.
Yeah.
So, but the
digital package. Usually we don't recommend the photo packages. They tend to be a little expensive. But Norwegian actually had, I think it was $75, a digital package. What was amazing about that is, so the digital photo package they have, like it's about $75, lets you, at embarkation, the pictures there, at the ports, how they'll usually, if you've been on a cruise before, they'll have the little welcome to whatever port and all that, taking pictures there. Any of those that they take during the week, you get all the digital copies of that. So it was a really good deal. The more you take, the better that deal is.
Yeah.
It's no printed pictures, just all digital, but you're allowed to go print those yourself afterwards then. So highly recommend that if you're looking for photos. We did do the welcome aboard photo package. We pre-purchased that. It was $199. That gave you your embarkation picture on there, or a choice of one of those. The photo album, cute photo album. It has the horn blowing and fireworks and stuff.
Yeah.
And
Ship lights up. It's cute.
You could do 8. It came with the 2 embarkation pictures. So like the map picture, and I'll put that in here, right here. And then you could pick out 8 pictures during the week. So any of the photo spots around the ship, dinner, stuff like that they take, you could pick 8 of those to be printed. And you also got the digital of them also that you got to pick. As far as going on Norwegian again, we will go back on Norwegian. We've been talking about the newer ships like the Luna that just came out this year. There'll be a lot more to do on there, so give that a try on there. Luna, Aqua, what's the
Aura is going to be coming out.
Aura will be the next one that's coming out, I believe, next year. Prima Plus. Thank you. So wanted to check those out because they do have different shows. They are newer, so there's more to do on there.
They're bigger.
They're bigger. They're more equivalent to the Excel classes on Carnival. So that is our thoughts on our first trip on Norwegian. Overall, we had a good time. We did. I mean, for me, it wasn't the same as Carnival. I compare that a lot because that's the main trips we've done. But it was worth the trip. It was a good getaway. And as I alluded earlier, talking about groups, we do have another group cruise coming up in November of this year, November 8th through the 14th. This one is actually with our host agency. So it's going to be a training cruise for us. So we'll have some training to do on sea days. But they allowed us to invite our friends, our family, our clients to go with us on there. So we do have group space still available. If you want to reach out and join us on our first trip on Princess Cruise Line, we're going on the Regal Princess out of Fort Lauderdale. It is going to Celebration Key, Grand Turks, and to Nassau. So it is a 6-day cruise, 2 sea days. It'll be quite interesting. We've had other clients and friends that have been on Princess and they loved it. As you may or may not know, Princess is of course famous for Love Boat. If you ever watch some of the videos, that is one of their first horns when you're leaving port is the Love Boat theme. So I'm looking forward to that. But if you're interested and want some more information on that, do reach out to us at traubtravels.com. You can email Doreen or I, Ken at traubtravels.com, Doreen at traubtravels.com, or text or call us at 931-305-2919. We'd love to have you come with us. It's some great group pricing. We have it available in just the standard package, just to get on the ship, the plus pricing, and also premium pricing, or excuse me, not premium pricing, premium package, which has the drink package, the dining packages, the Wi-Fi. There's a lot of things included on there. We have all that information on our Facebook page. So do reach out to us. We'd love to have you join us. Thanks for joining us on this first time on Norwegian Joy, and we look forward to hopefully cruising with you in the soon future.